We'll move on to Nick Callow, please. Thanks.
Hi, Mikel. I
Hello.
just wonder if you can reflect on the last year in your life. I don't know if you know, but Sunday marks exactly a year.
We need 5 days to do that, Nick, I'm afraid, because so much has happened in this period since I joined with the COVID war, with a lot of structural changes at the club. In general, I feel really privileged to be where I am, obviously. We've come a long way in many aspects, many others that we have to improve very much, and we know that this process is going to take time. And in order to do that, when you are a big club, you have to be really humble. And you need to know and you need to assess with yourself with the reality that you have and not with what you want to become or who you were in the past. Is who you are in this present and how can you get to where you want. In order to do that, again, you have to be very humble and make a lot of right decisions in many areas and push together, because obviously the level and the competition in this country is incredibly hard. But we have some really good examples of teams that they have been able to rebuild their squads, their clubs, and have a very progressive trajectory and become one of the top teams in the league.
I understand. I mean, Sunday marks exactly a year to the day that Unai Emery left the club, triggered the events for you to become manager for the first time. How did you go about convincing the players and supporters that you were the right man for the job?
Well, I don't know. They approached me because they believe that they have certain characteristics or qualities that they were looking for. And then straight away I felt a really strong connections with everybody that was involved in the process. The first one was Edu, which was a key figure in my appointment, obviously, and we had some very interesting discussions. And then with every member of the board and the ownership as well, and slowly and through 2 or 3 weeks, things started to develop the right way, and we all believed that that we could work together and do what we want to do at the club.
You had that great run towards the end of last season, including winning the FA Cup. Is it a tougher challenge this season now? It's sort of a bit stop-start in the league.
Yeah, the issue has been the defeats that we had in the Premier League. It's true that we played probably one of or all the hardest opponents already in the first 9 games, and most of them away from home. We haven't been consistent at home. I think we played 16 competitive games this season. We've won 11, lost 4, and draw 1. But the loss that we lost, they've been in the league. So yeah, we know that consistency in the league has to improve. In order to do that, we need to score more goals. And it doesn't matter who we played against now, we are catching up. So we know that's what we are facing in front of us.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bob Draper.
Yeah, Mikel, just reflecting on this year that you had an incredible start winning the FA Cup, Community Shield, and everyone accepts that. But how long do you think it takes before Arsenal is a title challenging side again?
I don't know the answer to that question. If you're asking how you rebuild a squad, that takes a few windows at least to do that. And to establish yourself to compete at the level of certain clubs that in this league, which is near the 100 points, again, it takes time. And in football, time it's very precious and people are very impatient. But if you don't respect the processes and you ask certain people to do certain things when the foundations are not there, it's a really dangerous thing to do as well. But again, I know that we all want to see, and I am the first one to see the Arsenal at the top of the league there. And my only intention every time I prepare a football match is that. And after where we get, time will tell us. And this season, still a lot of things that are going to happen. And we have to prepare for difficult moments. And we knew that right from the start, because it's not something that has happened in the last year. It has happened in many years in the past. And to flick that into a league with 38 games, that's a big challenge. But we are ready. And we know that the challenge and my responsibility is to turn that around as quick as possible and get the club fighting where it belongs.
And you will have some fans back with you soon, and hopefully
I think the nature of our fans and nature of our history is to be ambitious, and I want to be really ambitious. I really been missing the fans because they are a key thing and a key element of what we are trying to do, what I try to do, because we need that connection. One of the most powerful things is because I have experiences is when the Emirates is full and you feel the energy of your supporters right behind the team. That's unstoppable. And you can see certain results and certain grounds that in another context they will never happen. And it's your fans as well pushing you, driving you, and giving you, creating those momentums during games to push the team when it's needed. And the players and the club needs them. So it's great news. It's only going to be 2,000, I think, to start with, but it's a start, and I'm delighted to have them with us.
And just lastly, do you feel the momentum has stopped a little bit after the FA Cup and the Community Shield? Everything seems so positive, but it's very hard in the middle of winter in a Premier League season, so it doesn't feel quite as sort of fantastic maybe as it did then.
Well, I think what is changed of us being in a position that probably I believe that we should have been, and where we are at the moment is 2 games. That's 4 to 6 points, and it makes the whole difference. And there's more margins where we win the game or lose the game. Is incredibly narrow, but it's the reality of this league and where we are at the moment. We don't have big margins at the moment, so we have to be really good at everything we do, because the moment something is missing, we are on the edge of winning or losing a football match, and we have to be, again, humble and conscious of that at the moment we don't have still those margins, and any game is going to be really difficult for us.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, just a reminder.